All right, so when we left off, the crew of your ship had, and your ship itself had suffered from a hyperspace mishap that left it dangerously close to a supernova, exposed to radiation, hull trauma, system strain. The main hyperdrive is completely gone. The hyperdrive backup is, you've got it up to about 30% repair now. Got a little bit of maneuverability, and just as you had feared, the Empire has now shown up, and they've got a Vindicator class ship that is closing in on you right now. I'm going to switch us over in a minute to a tactical map. Or at least I have a tactical map that's available. It may be a few minutes before we switch over to it, depending on what happens. And so you're at a point now where the alarm klaxons are going off. You're aware that there is a hostile ship out there. And it's time to decide what you want to do next.
Well, Andon's going to recall all the pilots from where they'd been helping and get them to their fighters.
Okay.
Kara's gonna keep working on the hyperdrive, or the backup hyperdrive. Something.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
Shields first, sweetie.
You'll need to pick something.
Don't call me sweetie. What was that?
I said you'll need to pick something.
Well, okay. We'll get the shields up, and then I'll work on the hyperdrive.
Okay. And what? How about IG?
How long will it take to get the starboard side batteries up?
Let's see here. We have port side batteries active. I mean, you can go over and start working on them right now. It's probably, the engagement's probably going to begin
Right.
about the time you've had a chance to get some of it going, but you can certainly go make an effort at it if you want to.
Yeah. Have I had a chance to look over our crew here, and are they any good at gunnery at all?
The problem with this crew is that it's really green. They're all fresh out of Rebel Basic, and Rebel Basic is really basic because what with them scrambling all over the galaxy to avoid detection and that kind of thing.
All right, forget the starboard. I'll just run the port.
Okay. And let's see. I guess that leaves us with Lorelei.
Don't we still have the asteroids belt area near us?
There, you weren't ever really in an asteroid belt, but there is a lot of debris all over the area where, you could, if you want a little bit of cover or to at least create a little bit of an advantage in terms of having something that people have to maneuver through, you could move into something like that.
Yeah, basically keep the port side batteries out, and then try to use the starboard side using the debris field. So basically, if they try to come around on that side, they've got obstacles. Basically, this is a defensive measure.
So yeah, if they want a clear approach, they're forced to approach on the starboard side. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you're detecting now that move you over to the starfield. We may have to move back and forth system status in starfield. So you're detecting now the Vindicator. It's still at what we'll call extreme range right now, but there's definitely some ships that are beginning to break off and move towards you quicker. And you're detecting a squadron of TIE fighters, and you're also detecting an entire squadron of TIE bombers. And they're all moving in formation with the fighters kind of in place to try to protect the bombers. And they're going to arrive quicker than anybody else is. So let's shift through everybody. We'll just go left to right. Brad, everything's still out of range if you want to do something else. It's still out of range for the ship's guns.
Let's see, we've got our turbo lasers up. What about the ion cannons? Are they still out of commission?
The ion cannons are out.
All right, I'll try to get the port side ions working as well.
All right, so we're in a hurry this time. You can use.
Are we keeping the same destiny or new destiny pool?
I'm sorry, thank you. What is it with me in the destiny pool?
It's usually forgotten. I'm guilty of it too. So.
All right, so let's. All right, we're ready.
Yay! Go good, guys.
All right. All right, now back to Brad.
All right, so what's the difficulty on this?
Well, we're gonna use your gunnery skill, and
Right.
we'll use the mechanics. They've got attributes of 2, so we can roll
Right.
a 2 yellow, 3 green. This is going to be a hard, and it's going to be a hard with 3 setback because you're in a hurry to try to get them going.
Right. Okay.
What shields do you want up?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah,
Everyone! Oh.
Well,
You
we've
gotta-
got our port side facing them, so the port shields would be primary. That's the side they're approaching from.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
So
Wait
we
a
got
minute.
we got 3 we got
It
3
didn't take
setback.
the setback. Crap.
So that nothing. There's just too many people scrambling in too big of a hurry. But you got the triumph.
All right. All right. How about when I was working on that, I found a system that's the problem with our shield, so Kara can get a boost on that or a automatic success or something.
Yeah, I mean we'll throw her an upgrade. You stumble
An
across.
upgrade. There you go.
Yeah, you stumble across some things while you're working on those guns that gives you a feel about something that can help get the shields going faster. So we'll definitely give Kira an upgrade on that. Let me get you all back to the system status page. There we go. And so now we're at Kira.
All right.
Yeah,
I guess
Kira-
she's gonna get the port side shields up, right?
right.
Okay.
Well,
You
that's up to the others.
Is that what you guys want?
Mm-hmm.
That'll work because we got the starboard covered with the debris. So
Okay. So what's the difficulty on that one?
The difficulty on that one is going to be hard with 3 setback. You can roll mechanics. You can also claim a boost die because you've got mechanics there helping you.
Okay. Let's make sure this works here.
And you get an upgrade.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you get you the upgrade.
Oh,
Wow.
crap. It's supposed to take one of those black off. I guess it didn't work. Sorry.
One of the setback die.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take one of the threats.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 3 more system strain to take you down to 34.
Uh-oh.
But you managed to get 2. Let me look at the shields on this ship. Make sure I'm not giving you more than. All right, so you managed to get not 1 but 2 of the shields going because you had so many successes there.
Nice.
So it's now got. I'm going to go ahead and zero out the other shields on the character sheet for the ship, but it's now got 2 port side shields going. And somebody will need to pull up the specs on that if we need to remember what the shields should be as they're repaired on the other sides.
All right, Andon, you got that, right?
I'm looking other stuff up right now.
Oh, okay.
That.
Maybe. What is it exactly?
I don't know what we're taking, Troy.
Oh, just somebody will need to have the MC40's stats pulled up. It doesn't matter who. All right, so now we are to Andon. What have you got your pilots doing?
I want to get them into screen formation, get them split up into two groups, one headed by myself, one headed by Crash. Basically launch, get out of the direct line of fire between our ship and the Vindicator. Or Vindicator, was it? Was it a Vindicator class?
It's a Vindicator class, yes.
Okay, get out of the direct line of fire so we're not getting shredded by turbo lasers, but then otherwise streak right toward that thing and try to intercept the fighters and bombers.
Okay. All right.
Do you need a check for formation?
No, because we're out of combat right now.
Yeah. So I'll take 5 fighters and then a group headed by Crash with 5 fighters.
Okay.
Minion group or what have you.
All right. Okay, so on the bridge, the ship is kind of slowly maneuvering its way into position where it's shielded a little bit by all of this debris. What else you want to be happening on the bridge right now?
We still got the leadership check in play, right? That everybody gets the boost for any leadership or command roles.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to ask one clarification before it comes up. Okay. Per scholar, I've got -2 setback for any check dealing with a knowledge check.
I know where this is going, but go ahead and ask.
Okay, and then I've got ready for anything.
Right. Yeah.
Oh boy, what's this?
So that's why I have to use knowledge warfare for mass combat.
Here's right. It lets you use knowledge warfare for mass combat. So here's what I think. I think that what the ready for anything talent is basically doing for you is it's saying your knowledge, your understanding of knowledge warfare is so sophisticated that you can make knowledge checks instead of another kind of check when you're trying to engage in mass combat or do whatever else that applies to. So right. Yes, I think you get to eliminate setback die using the scholar ability whenever that comes up.
Okay, so is it just the -2 or -4?
Well, what's the difference?
Well, I mean, it's just the scholar just says if I'm using a knowledge-based skill, I get -2 setback die. Now, the key to that was that also if I'm using it towards learning something, it doesn't half the time. Now, that's what I was curious about. Does it only apply if I'm trying to research something, or does it on any knowledge check? Because if that's the case, then ready for anything stacks. Because I do have the mass combat to use knowledge warfare.
So you're getting rid of 4. You're getting rid of 4 setback die then. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So as long as you say it's cool, that's what it's.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. You may need to enforce that yourself when I'm telling you how many setbacks to put in.
Right.
This, but
I always plug it in, even though it doesn't come up with anything. So so I just do it out of habit.
Okay.
So. Let's see. Let me make sure. I am going to probably defer because he's got the. I'm just basically just getting everything prepped and ready to go. So.
Okay. Okay. So the TIE fighters and the TIE bombers are going to move to a point where they are effectively in long range of the and the Vindicator's kind of moving along behind them, but it still would be considered at extreme range. But they're moving to where they are within long range of the MC-40A cruiser. In the meantime, the X-Wings and both Crash's and Andon's groups have flown into a point where they are in an engagement now. So we're going to go ahead and roll for Crash and for Andon, and I'm going to roll twice, I guess, for the pilots on those ships. And we'll get that engagement going.
Fair enough.
If I can interject while we're on approach to the ties,
Okay.
my plan is to basically launch torps, like close to where we're within short range, not close, and then launch torps, then go evasive and make the ties come to us.
Okay, so you want to launch torps before you get into the engagement, is what
Because
it
the
amounts
torps
to.
have a longer range.
Because
than
they have a
laser
longer
cannons
range.
do.
Okay, so let's move you back then. Let's start the engagement then with you moved back to where do you want to fire them? You want to fire them at short or at medium?
I want to fire those at short. I can't fire them at medium.
You can't fire at medium. Okay, so you get to short range, and we'll start the engagement with you at short range, and then we'll roll. Well, where do you want to start it? You want to start the engagement at medium or short? I mean, and the reason I'm asking is okay. All right.
Go ahead.
I mean, because one of them might get to move before you. It's not likely, but it could happen. One of them could have an opportunity to activate before you do.
Let's just go.
But you're deciding when you want to fire.
Well, I guess that's going to be based on initiative. So
yeah. All right. Let's put the ships at short range.
yeah, that way at least they have to spend their maneuver closing if they go before me.
All right.
They don't have time to aim or go evasive.
Okay.
That works for me. And yeah, shields to double front everybody in the squadron. And I will get rolling for my initiative. Would this be cool?
This will be cool for sure. Yeah.
Good. I better get all the dice out of my pool. Okay, I have a dumb question.
Okay.
Actually, let me look at rules as written because I do have that reference up. Because I don't know if it says specifically gunnery checks or. Oh. Okay. Since the NPC astromechs are always considered to be performing the assist maneuver, does that mean I get a boost to my initiative check?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
yeah, it says one
piloting,
check per
yes,
turn,
but
so I wasn't sure.
yeah.
Then we will do this.
Okay, so this is what we look like right here. All right, so the TIE fighters are going to activate first. They're going to close in to range of the X-Wing, and they're going to open fire on... there's 10 of them. They're going to open fire on Andon's squadron.
All right, they get 3 setbacks.
Okay.
Shields double front and screen formation. Yeah. Also, I'd like to use a destiny point to make that hopefully less likely to happen.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to upgrade the difficulty as well. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see if this rolls right. Yeah, that looks right. All right, so that's 7 damage before armor to the squadron. Consider this directed at Andon.
Okay. Let's see here. Where'd my X-Wing stat block go? All right, I'll just take that. But going forward in the future, do you... So if I use the hey, this is squadron, and one of the friendlies takes the hit, do you intend to straight up destroy that X-wing or remove it from the engagement, or
one of those two things will happen?
Okay.
If any time you use that ability to defer a hit to another one of the X-wings.
But it's not going to be always one or the other.
It's not always going to be one or the other.
All right, I'm taking the damage this time either way. So.
Okay. Let's see here. We need to have some way of keeping track of that. Let's see.
I was going to do it in my vehicle slot on my character sheet for my X-wing, but
okay, that's fine.
The starship slot's already taken.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. So Annan's taken 1 whole point of damage, and that's the end of the TIE Fighter's turn. So they just come in, they kind of swarm all through and kind of mix in through the X-Wings. And it takes a minor hit, and now we're ready for the next PC to go.
All right, I'm going to aim. Yeah, I'm going to aim, and I'm going to fire linked torpedoes into the furball of ties.
Okay. The fighters, not the bombers.
Correct. Well, yes.
I would say bombers. But
Well, can I get a read on how fast those bombers are going, or would that require some kind of check?
Probably within 2 combat turns, they're going to be engaged with the MC-40.
All right, then I guess I'm going to torp the bombers, especially since they haven't done anything yet.
Okay.
All right, in that case, since Crash is also going to be shooting at the ties, I'm going to, instead of aiming, I'm going to stay on target and torp the bombers.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 2 strain to aim as well.
Okay.
I will take that personally. Let's switch sheets back here real quick. Too many. Oh, my stats got closed. And then another 2 strain for the vehicle strain. And I will aim and upgrade. Where are my dice? There are my dice. So we're going to get an upgrade. We're going to get a boost. We are going to fire linked torpedoes. I get a boost from the astromech. I don't have torp stats, so I just get to use gunnery. Here goes nothing. Don't biff it. Oh, and I do have a force die committed, by the way.
Okay.
I should probably throw some purple dice in with that too, huh?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
2 purple dice. There we go.
Yeah. All right, so that takes one of those advantages away.
17.
So I got the torps. I got to figure out.
That was the other thing I didn't have time to look up. How blast works on planetary scale, if it works differently at all.
Well, you're not operating on a planetary scale anyway.
Well, I mean, on vehicle scale, I didn't know if blast worked differently. Let me see here. Weapon characteristics. It doesn't say anything separate, so would that work normally where the blast then hits everything engaged with it?
Yeah, of course that's going to also hit your X-Wings.
Well, we're still at short range from the bombers, aren't we?
I'm sorry, you are firing at the bombers, so never mind, yeah. Let's see here. I want to see, okay, so we're talking about 8 damage. Plus 3, and then the blast is 6.
Which also gets the advantages, or which also gets the breach and the successes.
Right. Yeah. Let's. I mean, we'll say there's the equivalent of engaged with half of them. There's 10 of them. So assuming you're hitting something close to the middle of the group. I'll let a blast affect half of them.
That's fine. I'm looking for anything that says, hey, blast doesn't work that way in vehicle combat. I'm just not finding it yet, unfortunately.
Okay, so let's see what that does to these things. We've got breach. breach 6. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so we've got, and this the damage is 8.
So yeah, we're going to do 11 damage, breach 6. I'm going to do that again with linked.
Okay.
And I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages to spend. I'll spend 2 of those on blast. And the other 2... Oh no, that won't really work. I'll spend 2 more of those on critical to disable 1 more bomber. And then the other 2, I just want to give a boost to Crash's check.
Okay.
Damn, that took a while.
Sorry. I tried to quick it as fast as I could.
So I'm trying to think about how blast is going to work with minions now.
Because normally when it's like a pack of stormtroopers, it hits all of them but 1.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but I still got to figure out how to count the whole trauma. Let's do it this way. Let's do what would be like 55 points. There's really no point in having it affect half of them because of the way this is working. So that's going to be, it's going to be breach 6, blast 6. So that's going to be 6. If I'm saying it's going to affect 5 of them, that's going to be 6 times 5 is 30 points.
It's going to be 9 times 5 if I recall correctly, but I will double check that because I swear the blast gets successes too, but I might have imagined that.
Okay. Well,
I will go look.
I'm going to count at 6 while you're doing that.
Plus an additional wound per success as usual.
Yeah, so it is going to be 9 then. That's what it says on breach.
That's what it says on blast. I can look at breach as well.
Oh, I'm sorry, breach I don't care about. Blast I do.
Okay.
Okay. So that's going to be 9 times 5 equals 45. So
if it helps, I'm assuming this is all the X-Wing shooting torps and not just Andon getting real weird.
Yeah, all right, so that's going to take out 7 of those bombers. There's still 3 of them left. So it's like your squadron just kind of unleashes these torpedoes, and they're just going everywhere. And you're just leveling those bombers left and right. So now we've got 3 of them left, and now we've got the next PC turn. Crash is just going to turn around on these starfighters and go after them. And he'll go ahead and aim as well. All right, let's see if this rolls correctly. Yeah. All right, 7, 8 with a link, so that's 8 times 2 against the TIE fighters.
You may want some purple dice.
I may want some. I thought I put them in
I
there.
don't want any purple dice, but I gotta be fair.
I thought I put them in there. I did. I just didn't change the focus on it. Okay, so he's still going to get the link. So he's going to get 8 times 2 against the TIE fighters.
Oh, and he can linked again there because it's linked 3.
No, he's only rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's back down to 4. And it's link.
Yeah.
Link 3 would mean he needs 3 strain.
No, it means he can link up to 3 times because there's 4 cannons on the X-Wing. Each link only counts 2 advantage.
So he could link twice. So we'll go 8 times 3 is going to be
24.
Minus 2, 22. So that is going to take out about 4 of them. So there's still 6 of the TIE fighters left. And he should, yeah, okay, so now we've got the last NPC. So these TIE bombers are going to break off kind of down this way away from Andon's squadron and kind of circling around in a circular motion so that they don't get into short range with Crash. And then that while they're doing that, they're going to fire concussion missiles at the at Crash's squadron. Yeah.
They'll need 3 setbacks on that.
Oh God.
Oh, because of the shield positioning.
Yeah, and screen formation.
Great, Crash is gonna die. Finally, right?
So that adds a little bit of strain to their... Yeah, it adds 2 strain to their result, which they will just take in system strain. So they're going to crit 2 of the fighters in Crash's group and take them out. One of them's destroyed. One of them is still intact. But it's going to have to leave. It's going to have to disengage and return to the ship that's not capable of operating anymore. Then they're going to do another 9 points minus. This has got breach, right? So yeah, they're going to do another 9 points, virtually destroying a third one. I mean, it's still there, but just barely. So Crash he's lost 2, and he's got a third one that's just about gone as well. And those things, they just kind of move into the middle of the group and they just kind of explode everywhere.
Oh, I hope we don't hear these on the comms, do we?
Probably.
Yeah, you're hearing all this on the comms.
Oh, God.
Can I be nitpicky? Because I like saving NPCs' lives.
Sure, why not?
You don't get to crit twice when you have 2 triumphs. You just add 10 to it, so you might want to spend one of those on something else.
You only get to crit once, even though you have 2 triumphs.
Yeah, you just add 10 to the crit roll, which doesn't matter for minions, blah, blah, blah.
All right. This is going to cause their wing to their formation is going to fall apart, and second, it's going to take them a minute to get organized. They've actually kind of overshot the battle, so they're kind of off at medium range now.
Okay.
On the Vindicator side of things, and then I'll give him back that 1. So he's lost 1, and he's got 1 that's down to 1 hull point. And let's go back to the ship now with IG, and let's tell me what's going on with you.
Wait, what about Lorelei? Where did she go already?
Well,
I don't really have anything active per se to do.
Yeah. So here's what's going on, just so I can clarify here. We've got a combat engagement that Andon's involved in, and Crash. And we've just done 1 turn of that. And,
okay.
And so now what we're going to do is we're going to shift through IG and Kira and Lorelei going at 1 by 1, and I'm going to give you a chance to do something. We'll do a mass combat check at the end of Lorelei's turn.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah. So
and Taylor went AFK real quick. He had to go get the laundry out of the dryer.
Okay. All right, so we are with Brad now.
All right, the TIE bombers are at long range.
The TIE bombers are at long range.
And what's the difficulty on that? I'm sure the silhouette difference is ungodly, but...
Yeah. So you are silhouette.
We are silhouette 6.
6, yeah. So this is going to be 6. Yeah, it's going to be formidable.
Okay, that's fine.
It's going to be a 5 purple check.
Okay. I can't shoot at the Vindicator yet, right?
No, you cannot. It's still at
Okay.
extreme range.
Lock the door.
I'm going to hold fire then, because I don't think the bombers are actually going to make it to us. And these things are slow firing, so I don't want to be first round of capital ship combat twiddling my thumbs.
Okay.
So I'll wait.
You want to at least aim?
Sure.
Aim.
Start aiming. All right, Kira, you're up.
All right. Let's get this hyperdrive going. Let's get this thing fixed. I want to get out of here. Let's see. I wish there was something I could do to fix it. Why doesn't the Force fix things?
So we have absolute chaos in the engine room. People are scrambling all over the place. Uncertain about what to do.
I guess this would be a leadership check, which is probably not Kara's strong suit, but is there any way that she can kind of get everyone to calm down? So maybe that checks later on are going to be better? Because I think Kara's kind of coming up into that point where she's like, okay, everyone needs to calm down. Let's think of a game plan and do this.
Slap them all in the back of the head.
No. She's going to say something inspiring.
So Kira's going to need to make a leadership check.
Bet you get a bonus.
And it's going to be against 2 purple for their discipline, representing their discipline.
Okay.
And you are going to... you're going to get 2 setback with that check due to the strain of the conditions.
All right. Can I... I guess I'll use a destiny point.
Okay.
Maybe, do I get any boosts because I'm a freaking Jedi and everyone thinks I'm a hero?
You can have a boost for that, sure.
Yeah. And let's see here. Let me see if I have anything else I can use because this is important. And I'm going to use Sense Danger, which removes 2 boosts or 2 setback from any check.
Once a game, I think, is what that is.
Yeah, it's once a session, isn't it?
Okay.
Yes, once a session. So there we go. And leadership. Let's see here. This is going to be great. Kara's going to fall on her face. Well, darn. She didn't rally the troops.
She's not the great troop rallier that other characters are. Yeah, you can still work on the hyperdrive, though. You're just going to have some setbacks.
Kara's going to say something about how, okay, everyone needs to calm down. We're going to do this. And, I don't know, like some fire goes off in the background. And she's like, okay, well, all right, okay, let's just get back to work then. All right, so mechanics check.
Well, she can glance up at the readouts and see a whole lot fewer red dots heading toward them.
Oh, God. Okay, so can I still work on the hyperdrive, though?
Yes, so you've got 3 purple for your difficulty on this. This is a hard difficulty. You've got 2 setback dice because you're rushing to try to get something done. And then you've got another 2 setback die because your crew is panicked and inexperienced.
Do I get a boost from that advantage?
You can throw yourself a boost from that advantage, yes.
All right, cool. And then I'm going to use Touch of Fate for 2 more boosts.
Okay.
And here we go.
So we're going to take 3 more system strain.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Get you
Is
to
it working yet?
31. It is still not working, but you managed to attack another 30 points onto it. 30.
Oh my gosh.
It's about 60% operational now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell my crew to look at what I just did. We have to do that again.
Hopefully they're impressed.
They better be. I'm a Griffin Jedi. What the heck? This is bullcrap. They need to respect me more.
You're at about 28 of 56 in system strain now. We are back on the bridge now with Lorelei.
Let's see. Well, we got the contamination down. Life support is stable. And directly, we got the leadership going. Just I just assume go into the mass combat role, and that would just start my turn with that.
Okay.
So what am I looking at?
All right, so here's the pool. We've got a Vindicator with some fighter support that we're going to count that as a level 4 force strength, so that's going to be 4 purple.
Okay.
You've also got a cruiser with fighter support, which is going to be 4 green, so that's our base. It's 4 green and 4 purple. You've got untrained crew, and you've got a ship that's in serious disrepair. That's 5 setback dice.
Okay.
You're eliminating 4 out of those 5.
Okay.
There are no natural boost die, although you may have some ability that can add a boost die into it.
Mm-hmm.
The opposing commander's leadership is 3, so you're going to upgrade the difficulty by 3. And then we're going to upgrade by I guess your knowledge warfare the ability.
Yep.
And there's your pool, and you should have control of the mass combat dice pool.
Okay.
If you weren't building it there, I should have mentioned that already. But that's a good place, because then you come back to it, and the pool's where it was where you left it.
Okay, so where is that on the sheet, or is that on something?
It's up at the very top. You should see something that's called Mass Combat Dice Pool. No?
It's not on the sheet, it's in the list of characters.
I'm sorry, on the list of characters.
Okay. That's Mass Combat. There it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so I get the boost. So I'm seeing the 1 blue, 2 green, 3 yellow, 1 purple, 2 red.
Let's see here, and one black.
And
you can't quite eliminate all the setbacks.
Right.
But you were close.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and use the Master Strategy ability is suffer 2 strain and lower it by 1. Lower the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
So that should be 2 red then, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got it.
And I got the 1 boost from the leadership, and so we are going to go ahead and hope like hell this works.
All right. So the ships are kind of maneuvering their way into position, and the Vindicator is doing what because of the way that you rolled this, the Vindicator is doing what you want. It's kind of drifting over into the area where it's going to be lined up right in IG's sights as it moves into range, which is going to happen. It's going to be in long range the next round. But you managed to do whatever's necessary with your command foo to get it to maneuver around where it needs to go, where you need it to go.
You go that way and this.
All right, so let's skip back out into space as the Vindicator's kind of moving around this way. We're back into this combat engagement that is going to begin with this group of TIE bombers. They're going to move.
Gosh darn
They're going to do a double maneuver, but since they're at long range, I think that's only just going to be able to get them to medium range. If I'm thinking of it correctly, there's just 3 of them, but they are still moving straight toward the MC-40. And yeah, long to medium is 2. They got to use 2 maneuvers for that. So that's all they can do is just continue to advance on the MC-40. And that will be the end of their turn. It's a PC turn now.
All right, Andon is going to cruise off in pursuit. He's going to stay on target to try to provide a more attractive target to the fighters in case some of them break off and pursue him, but he's going to lead his group in pursuit of the bombers. And then where'd I put my stat block of my actual character? How many strain do I have?
Like 30 million?
Yeah, I'm going to aim as well. And stay on target. So that gives me a lovely gunnery check pool. The bombers, I get a boost. I get upgrade. I get another boost.
You firing your torpedo? I think your torpedoes.
No, they're slow firing one. I'm firing the lasers.
So you're going to have to double maneuver and take 2 system strain.
Well, how far are they from me?
They've moved from long. They've moved 2 range bands, effectively, away from you since the engagement. So you're going to have to double maneuver and take 2 system strain. So I don't think you can stay on target, but you can move into range and fire at them.
Because I can move between close and medium range with 1 maneuver at speed 5, so I wasn't sure.
Well, my reasoning on it is that they've moved 2 range band. I mean, they've done 2 maneuvers. And that they've both been directly away from you. That's moved them 1 range band closer to the ship.
All right, in that case, I will just double maneuver and not aim or stay on target, I suppose, then.
Right.
And let's see how we do. Nope, not a piloting check. Can't showboat. Okay. But it will be gunnery. Where did I put gunnery? There it is. Let's see here. Oh, I missed the actual click. That doesn't...
Yay!
So that is
7 damage.
Yeah,
I believe
7 damage, and you can you can do 2 links on that.
No, I'm going to do 1 linked and then 1 critical, because I believe the weapons are crit 3.
Yeah, they are crit 3.
They are. That way I know I got 1 of them.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 1 critical and then 1 linked.
So 1 critical takes them down to 2. And then the first hit is going to take out 1 of them to take them down to 1. And then, yeah, the second hit's going to take the other one out. So so you manage to kind of sweep in behind them, pull your throttle way back, and sweep in behind them, and between the 4, you and the other ships that are with you, just kind of wipe out what's left of them.
Oh, okay. And then I'm just going to bark on the comms that Crash should try to retreat go evasive and wait for us to come save him.
Okay. All right, so Crash is going to.
Not do that.
He says, I really don't want to do that, but you're the one that's in charge. And so he kind of swoops down this way, and he's trying to kind of loop back around, see if he can't get into formation with you. That's what he's hoping he's going to be able to do. And that keeps him out of direct range of the TIE fighters.
Works for me.
And the TIE fighters are going to... they're going to double maneuver and move into range with the X-Wings. And that's going to be the end of their turn. All right, so now we're going to go back onto the ship. And it'd really be nice if it had a name, by the way, guys, at some point in time. But I will call it the MC-40. We're back on the MC-40, and Brad can do something at this point.
All right.
Vindicator is at long range now.
At long range. All right, so that's a difficult check or a hard check.
Yeah, I mean it's based on silhouette difference, which is going to be
average. Just average, my friend.
Oh.
Just average.
All right.
It's average.
Yeah.
All right, so
and let me look at their shields while you're doing that.
We don't have any kind of advanced targeting systems on here, right?
No, but you're firing at their 4 shields, which have 4 points on them right now. They've shifted 1 shield point to their forward, so that you've got 4 set back.
Okay. All right, so I guess we'll just use me as the targeting array. I'll use true aim, and let's see what we get here. I'm going to roll off the ship's sheet and see if we have this set up right.
Boy, it sure doesn't look like it. Let's see, do you have your character in on the ship?
Yes.
At your character name?
Yep.
Because it should be working. You're firing, which one of them are you firing?
The, crap.
I guess it's going to be
been the port side.
Port side, okay. So I'm just going to put you on the top one. IG-99. Okay, try rolling it again. I put your name in there now.
All right.
There we go.
That looks much better.
Yay! Wow.
So it should be damage 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Breach 3.
Right.
Hang on, but before you go crazy, IG, I know I've got the book open somewhere. Are you familiar with the crazy things you can do with guns?
No, what exactly can I do with this?
You've got different kinds of combat checks you can make when you're controlling whole batteries at a time.
Aha.
Where did I put my Age of Rebellion PDF? I must have closed it.
Great.
You can... Let me see here. It's in, if you look in your Age of Rebellion PDF, it's in like Starship and Vehicle Combat as one of the different things you can do. There is Concentrated Barrage, where basically you can spend 1 advantage to add damage equal to the number of weapons involved in the attack to 1 hit of the attack. That's probably what you want to do in this case, because the other one is like anti-starfighter.
So you want to add 1, 2, 3, 4.
You'd add 6.
You'd add 6.
You can only spend it once. You can spend 1 advantage to add 7 damage since you have 7 guns.
Well, it adds 6 because I'm using one of those guns,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah,
Well, it says equal to the number of weapons involved. So, however you interpret that, if you get the full 7, or just 6.
I think that's 7, based on
All right.
the way he's reading it. So that's 11 breach
3.
breach 3. So that's gonna cut a little bit into past their forward shields. Yeah, that's going to cut into them a little bit. I mean, this is a big, massive capital ship.
And then you get to add, so it's actually 18 breach 3, and then I don't know if those guns are linked.
8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you're right. It is 18 breach 3, so I did not add that right.
I can go see if those guns are linked.
Well, it's going to say on the sheet. It does not say linked.
Oh, that's a shame.
This does not say linked. But you're right, it is 18, so I need to add another 8. Yeah, so you definitely cut into it a little bit there as it's moving forward.
Alright, let's see what I can do with those advantage.
Oh, wait a second. The turbo lasers on that bad boy are actually damage 10.
Yeah.
I said 8, didn't I?
You said 7, I thought.
Okay, so let me add another 3.
Yeah, it's 10 plus 7.
And then there are critical 3. I was thinking they were 7 damage too. I don't know.
And this is this has a massive rating of at least 1. Did I put it in here? I didn't put it in here.
So you'd still be able to crit with the other advantages, which is pretty rad.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll call it massive 1.
Alright. And yeah, I'll go ahead and crit with that.
So your normal crit rating is 3, and it's a crit 4 because you've got a massive. No. I think it raises the rating, so it's a crit 4. Right. So you do get a crit on it. So let's see what we got. All right, so the firing off the ship is going to suffer 2 setback. We'll factor that in when we get to a mass combat check. All right, so what's going on in the engine room, Kira?
Kara's trying her best to get it going again.
Still working on the hyperdrive?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best thing to do.
Okay.
The shields are up, everything's good. So let's get this hyperdrive going. 3 purple, how many black again?
3 purple, 4 black, minus whatever you can take out of it.
Alright, no boosts or anything?
Yeah, but I'm going to, just to make it fun, I'm going to spend a dark side point, so upgrade the difficulty once.
You jerk. Can I... Is there any way to tell what exactly is wrong with the hyperdrive?
Well, really what you're trying to do is you're rushing to get it installed. It's a backup hyperdrive.
Okay.
And it was down in the cargo bay at the beginning of the game, and you all rushed it up to the bridge. The computer, and then the bridge. The computer got rushed up to the bridge, and the backup hyperdrive. You're trying to take care of the mechanical end of that now.
Okay. All right. Is there an instruction manual to help me put it in quicker? Probably not. I mean,
you've got the data available that tells you how to install it. That's always been available to you, but that doesn't do anything to improve your skill roll.
No boost or anything. Do I have any mechanics helping me this time?
Yeah, you can take a boost from the assistance of your mechanics.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so 1 success. The ship is going to take another. First off, it's going to take another 4 system strain. I keep closing your ship off on my... I've got all of these things open, and I keep closing it off. All right, here we go. So you're now down to 25 system strain. Well under half of the system strain is available to you now.
All right.
And I'll also go ahead and correct that on the system status page. And so you've got another. Move you over there for just a minute. You've managed to grab another 15%, get it another 15%, so you're 75%. Hyperdrive backups, 75% installed now.
All right, crew, listen up. I'm gonna need help. We got X-wing pilots dying out there. So why don't we all get together and make this work, okay? Hands in, let's go, team.
So you look over and there's a the Lannick that was the one that got you into this whole mess so far. He's sitting over at a computer terminal, and he is just furiously typing stuff into the terminal right now.
Like what?
You don't know from where you're at. You could just see him furiously typing.
Can I call out to him and ask him what he's doing?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, buddy, what are you typing up over there?
So his name is Lieutenant Prack, and he says, we're going to need to get out of here as soon as this comes online. I'm trying to calculate an astrogation path, the easiest one possible, to get us anywhere.
Okay,
Well, that's an improvement. He's never calculated the path before.
He says, I don't want this to happen again. I don't want this to happen again.
All right,
his ears are like standing up like this.
Breathe. Have someone double check your calculations. Is there another astrogation buddy in here? Buddy system, let's go.
Sure. Okay. So one of the other technicians comes over, and they're kind of looking over his shoulder.
Who here is good at math?
We just lost Red.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Don't worry, Prack, Lieutenant. God, I just want to say Brack. Like the Brack show.
I'm gonna get this hyperdrive online.
Oh, the Brack show jokes. There we go.
Okay, we are 75% on the hyperdrive now, and back up on the bridge with Lorelei.
Keep the commands up, and guess we're back. Or is it another roll, or just?
Yeah, we can do another. We'll do another mass combat roll. But if there's something you want to do before that, leadership check.
I've already done the once, and that's for 24 hours. Okay. So the only other things apply to when we go into this. So. We'll go and do the rolls.
Well, can she do like a fire discipline or anything like that? From where she is, or I don't know if that counts as.
Yeah, I think she could do a fire discipline. I mean, I'm open to any number of things. If you want to try it.
Yeah, we'll do that. What the hell? I just don't recall what I need to roll on that.
Okay. Fire discipline is.
It's a leadership or discipline hard check. Success gives a boost to the next crew member firing. 2 successes means the bonus applies to an additional crew. And 3 advantage means you can apply strain to a target hit.
Yeah, you add in points to the check.
Okay. So, see, leadership or discipline. I think I'll go with the leadership because it gives me the advantage. So what is my difficulty?
3. It's hard. 3 difficulty.
Difficulty. Got it. And what the hell?
Uh-oh. You can use some of those advantage if you want toward something.
I'll just I'll pass the since there's I'll just pass a boost to everybody. What the hell?
Yeah, you've got one to lend to just about everybody there. So fire discipline isn't working, but people are inspired by your over the comms by everything that you're saying and doing to keep them moving, and so that's helping with these other checks. All right, So we're back to the mass combat pool now. You've got it. We're building it the same, the basics of it the same way, which is going to be force strength of 4 on both sides. So that's 4 purple, 4 green to begin with. Then we're going to have 5 setback dice for the ship being in disrepair, and for you having an untrained crew, which I believe you reduced to just 1 setback die. And then we're upgrading their check by 3, so that'll be would ordinarily be 3 red, 1 purple. You may have some things that affect that. And
it was 2 red, 1 purple last time, and I dropped it by 1, but I can only do that once.
Okay.
So
it's 2. We're back to 2 red, 2 purple then.
Okay, and then with the boost,
and then right, you can, and you've got your own boost that you gave yourself there too.
So, all right.
So I'm only showing 1 purple in that pool. Should it have 2 purple in it? I think it should.
The last one was 2 red, 1 purple, and I dropped it by 1, so it was 2 red.
Okay.
And so,
well, I thought it was supposed to be 3 red and 1 purple.
Okay.
Right. Right. So yeah. So go ahead and roll another red one.
Yeah. Got it. I just re-rolled the whole thing. Boom.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is.
All right. Let's start by taking another. Let's start by taking another system strain. The good news is you're continuing to maneuver in a way where the ship's just not taking very much damage at all. The bad news is it's we're gonna the despair is gonna be system strain. The bad news is that the ship is just starting to come apart as it's maneuvering through all of this debris. This is another 12 points of system strain off of that despair. So you're now down to 13 out of 56 system strain.
Oh boy. Oh, let me get my...
And make sure I've got the right ship here.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I did buy that.
So you're taking no hull trauma. I mean, you're just dodging fire off of that Vindicator like crazy, but the ship's just kind of shaking and rattling, and systems are jumping on and offline, and power's flashing on and off on the bridge and everywhere else on the ship. And let's go back to our space engagement now. So the bombers are gone. The TIE fighters are now engaged with Andon's X-Wing. There are, my count, 7 TIE fighters left right now.
Yes, I believe so.
And the TIE fighters are going to maneuver around and turn on the X-Wing. They're going to stay on target to give themselves a boost. And they're going to fire. This is effectively going to be treated as a shot at Andon's X-Wing.
Three setback, and I'm going to use a destiny point.
3 setback destiny. Okay, so that is going to be, or I could do it this way. Yeah. Okay.
Which means I should probably actually go spend that destiny point.
All right. Here we go. That's
oh.
How is that right?
You fired from a single tie. You fired from only 2 ties.
Yeah. So I need 2 more. I need 2 more green. Give me just a second here.
Uh-oh. Please don't kill Andon. Well, that works.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why that purple was still in there, but anyway, so that actually, the result's not unchanged by adding those 2 greens in. Oh boy. All right, so they're going to take. They're going to knock you out of formation, number 1. So they come through, your formation kind of splits as they fly back through you, firing at you. They don't really hit anything, but they've got you so disorganized. You're going to have to spend a maneuver on your turn, just to get your ship turned back around and oriented where it needs to be. So you're not, even though you're at close range, we'll treat it as though you've effectively moved out to short range. From the TIE fighters. And
Perfect.
Did he just go spinning like Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna. Okay.
But he's at short range, which he's gonna love because he's got his.
He sure is. He's gonna hit the ethereal
Torps
rudder,
again.
just pivot that X-wing around, and dump some torps into the TIE formation. Boost from the astromech. They stayed on target, so I get an upgrade. With where my strain's at, I'm not going to aim. And gunnery.
Wow.
So let's have a look at this. You got a crit. You want the crit on the Triumph?
Yeah, I suppose so. And then I'm just gonna pop linked twice.
Link twice, so it's going to be
11 damage 3 times
6,
before
11.
armor.
11 3 times.
Jeez.
That's at least 3 ties.
Yeah, that's going to take out.
Oh wait, I'm firing torps, not lasers. Hang
Right.
on. That's going to be.
That's 8. That's 13, and it's breach 6.
Well, so did all of the X-wings scatter out of the ties?
What do you mean?
Can I safely activate blast?
Yeah, I mean you're all at short range, so you. Can activate.
Swell! I'll then change one of those. Yeah, so we'll do blast once and linked once because I did fire 2 torps at a time.
Okay, so that's going to be 13 times 2 is 26.
Yeah, with breach, and then another blast of 11.
Yeah.
And then a crit to pop off any remaining.
All right, so these torpedoes the ships kind of turn around and orient toward the fighters, and they just unleash this hail of torpedoes at the TIE fighters, and just one by one they just boom, 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 until they've all vanished. They've totally vanished, and at about this point, Crash comes flying up behind Andon's X-wing and says, "Leave me something to do next time, why don't you, Andon?" And his ships begin to drift into formation with Andon's X-wings as they're trying to form as well. Do you want to create a formation? You're out of an engagement for the time being.
I'd rather keep broken up, like have one minion group of 6 with Crash and one group of 6 with me. Or I guess take one of mine so that he's still got 6 so he can fire the full, like 5 ranks in a skill.
Yeah, you've got a total of 12, and you've lost 1.
Well, 2.
2, so you've got 5 and 5 is what you're wanting, right?
Do 6 and 4. I'll take 3 with me. I'll just take 1 fight,
Okay.
2 and 3 flights with him.
Okay.
Unless
All
one
right.
1 flight. No, 1 flight would have been with me the whole time, so it wouldn't have died.
All right, so give me an idea of when we pick up. Are you going to be heading toward the Vindicator or back toward
Oh,
the
heck
ship?
yes.
Okay. All right.
Both groups.
So we are back in gunnery with IG and 2 or 3 other gunners surrounding him as you're trying to decide what's going to happen next. You are slow firing.
Right. So we're just going to aim this round and wait for next round because there's nothing else within range.
All right. We're going to consider 2 combat rounds to have passed here, so I'll actually let you get a shot off. It's going to take them some time to get to the Vindicator, so we're going to treat this as the equivalent of 2 combat rounds as you guys are doing whatever you do.
All right. So shields are still up on their ship, so they have 4 in the forward arc.
Yes, they've got 4 in the forward arc.
All right. I will aim, use true aim, and here we go again.
Blow them up. There we go.
Don't know why it's not giving the other statistics on that, but
Yeah, no. It'd be nice.
yeah, breach 3 slow firing is
And we're doing a concentrated barrage again.
okay.
High 5.
So then we're going to go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 7 guns is 21. Breach 3 on the Vindicator.
Man, where's Koskett when you need him to talk the imps down? He's like, hey, Imperials, I don't know if you've been looking out the window, but
That wouldn't be a deception check.
where's that picture of that guy that looks like Christopher Walken that's just like walking away from the dogfight in disgust? Is that in Stay on Target?
I can't remember, but I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah, because I've thought the same thing. He looks exactly like Christopher Walken.
I'm going to have to look for that and post it later.
Oh,
All right, so the Vindicator is still bearing down on you, and as it gets closer, you see another wing of TIE fighters begin to emerge out of the Vindicator.
oh my gosh. I
And
just want to leave.
we are down in the engine room with Kira now.
Okay, so you said this counts as 2 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay, so for one of my rounds, can I start working on repairing system strain?
Yeah, I mean, you can split your attention between the system strain and the engines in this case, hyperdrive if you want.
Okay, we should have
Okay.
another crit against that Vindicator.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I missed that.
Disable the hangar. Disable the hangar. Disable the hangar. Disable the hangar. Oh.
All right.
Wait,
So
what's an 87? Because you can. Oh no, it's not. It's not vicious. Never mind.
No.
I was gonna say when you have the talents, you can like choose if you want to take it or not. If you like the lower option better, but
yeah, that's quite a hit too, considering its engines are exactly opposite of the direction you're firing right now. But I guess somehow or another they get affected by it.
Yeah, we hit some of the power leads from the
Yeah.
reactor. Good, now he can't run away. We can finish him off.
Alright. Let's get the hyperdrive up. Let's
Okay.
get that done.
You're getting a boost from the inspiring things you're hearing over comm from your commander.
So I'm getting 2 boosts now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
And otherwise the roll is unchanged. You know what? I'm going to spend a destiny point.
Why would you do this to me, Matt?
Hey, we need that point.
yeah. Sorry, you're good at your job. You get the destiny points used against you.
So upgrade it again.
So, okay, so it's just 1 upgrade, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same roll as last time now, exactly.
Oh, okay. That works.
All right. So you've
I
got
actually
it.
did something, finally.
So you've got this thing. It's 98%. I mean, it's like on the verge of being ready to go online now.
Oh my gosh. Can I send a freaking minion to do the other 2% while I go and fix some of this system strain? I need some duct tape. I need what else do I need here to fix this thing?
Baling wire.
Yep, some wire.
Yeah, baling wire, zip ties,
Yes.
and a fork from the kitchen.
Yes.
Gorilla glue.
Yes, I need some glue. Just bring me my toolkit.
You're gonna MacGyver this, huh?
Cellophane tape.
You know what? I probably could MacGyver this.
If only there was a talent the opposite of bad motivator where you just Fonzie things on.
Well, there is harvest components from a functioning device without breaking it to repair a broken one. I should have done that.
You should have done that 12 hours ago on the regular hyperdrive.
I wouldn't have let you do that on the hyperdrive backup, but I would have let you do it on other systems.
Okay, I also have contraption where you fashion a device to solve a current problem using just the tools and parts on hand.
Current problem is we have no hyperdrive.
Yeah. We have a hyperdrive, we just need to hook it up, so I don't know the contraption is
Yes,
going to help.
can I make a minion? Can I use a destiny point to make a minion? some wheedly kid underneath me to go fix the rest of the hyperdrive.
Capable of handling 2% on his own.
Yes, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
Plug this in.
Yes, go plug it in. I have to go get my toolbox and fix the ship.
You can't do it. He's like, oh, this manual, it confuses me so much.
I'm literally going to blow this ship up.
Plus, do you want to end up in the same place you were in before?
Shuts down. It doesn't blow up.
Okay, fine. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing the thing. Do I have to roll again?
You're working on the. You're going to work on the hyperdrive instead of the system strain.
Yes.
Yes, you do have to roll again.
Okay, same roll, only without the upgrade. Right? Do I still get the 2 boosts, or just have 1 boost?
You're going to get the benefit of that boost still. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Finally! Finally, Kara does something right!
So the system strain goes down to 12, and you've got a triumph to spend on
Can
this.
I use...
Yeah, hyperdrive is active now, though. Backup hyperdrive's active.
So does the triumph have to do with the thing I fixed?
It says give device additional single-use function, so yes.
What else can I use a hyperdrive for?
How about since dude was working out a course, you can plug it right in and we're ready to go.
That works. And we send the cords to everyone else?
Alright, so as soon as it comes online, Lieutenant Prack hits the button, boom, and all of a sudden the star field in front of you shifts, and the MC-40 blasts off into hyperspace. It's only there for maybe like 10 or 20 seconds. It comes back out at a safe distance, not anywhere where it's going to be detectable, and the MC-40 is now safe.
Please tell me she transmitted those before she
Yes.
left. Okay. Let's see. 10 to 20 seconds on a... Even though that means we could get there in 2 seconds, I'm still going to pull my fighters back because now the imp guns aren't distracted by anything.
Okay. All right. So everybody, ship's gone, and everybody is pulling away this direction.
Yep. I'm going to send everyone else ahead and kind of stay at the rear of the formation, going all evasive.
All right. Yeah, the TIE fighters are pursuing, but there's no way they're going to catch up with you before you're able to get the coordinates plugged in and out of there if you want.
That's fine.
All right. So all the X-wings, boom, 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 boom. They'd all kind of shift out. Meantime, back on the MC-40, it's just chaos. Except this time, it's just joy and hugs and happiness. And I can't believe we made it out of this. And Just that's the way the crew's reacting now on the ship.
Kara's gonna do that really, really sharp whistle.
Channel her inner grand.
Yeah. You know, she puts her fingers in her mouth and does that sharp whistle.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, guys, I'm glad we're out of that. But this ship is going to fall apart if we don't work to fix it. Okay? I can't fix the ship on my own. So I need everyone to get to their stations. Tell me what you're good at. I'll send you there. Okay? Okay, great. That's great. I'm so glad.
So what's happening on the bridge, Lorelei?
I'm keeping it straight, keep it cool, everybody on their track to make sure we don't hit something along the way. Make sure we don't wreck it on the middle of a jump, that sort of thing. So, let's see.
You do have coordinates to kind of get back to your location when you're ready to do that. You don't have to right away if you don't want to, but
yeah. I think anywhere but where we came from, I mean, they know we went to another direction. Let's hope the heck they didn't scan the transmission and make sure that we can kind of lick our wounds before we jump right in the middle of some other craziness. So, I'm probably, once everything's set, I'll probably be defaulting to making sure we can keep the radiation issue contained. If not, go back to that.
All right. Yeah, you should be able to do that within the next few hours.
So, once it's one of those we're in the clear and default to the Kaz can take the con, I go back to doctor duty. So.
Okay.
Can you fix my sick ship, doctor?
That would be towards Commander Hunt. He's got the ability. He has more knowledge towards that.
Okay.
I have to keep your hands alive and not get grotesque mutations or loss of.
Well, I mean, if you let us grow more hands and arms, then we could do more. Why don't we have a Zexto on this ship?
I'm pretty sure what you're proposing is the Palamon project, and I'd rather not do that.
I would suggest
Student greenest people.
I'm sure you're going to find a bunch of scrap metal and components around here, and you could forge yourself a new set of repair droids.
That's how she gets all her friends.
I have friends that aren't droids. I just can't name them at the moment because my mind is so frazzled over what just happened. So, everybody shut up. No one talk to me.
So I'm curious, what is IG doing as the crew members around him celebrate?
He's thoroughly disgusted.
Okay.
I didn't get to blow up anything.
So he tells the gunnery crew to follow him. They're going to fix the other battery in case they get to do something worthwhile.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they kind of sober up a little bit and kind of go walking along behind him to deal with whatever it is they need to deal with. All right, so we'll draw this one to a close at about this point. The assumption being you're able to kind of get everything back together and get back to the Paulus Massa asteroid field where you were originally getting yourselves whipped into shape at the start of all of this. And I'm going to stop the stream here in a second, but thanks to anybody that is watching in the future. I don't know that anybody is right now, but glad you were with us. And everybody else, hang on because I want to talk to you for a little bit.